Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for Quantum Threshold VR, a game released on the Steam store today, July 17th, 2025. It normally retails for $23.99. It's on a release sale 10% off, and I did receive a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using link cable on my RTX 3080. Yes, I'm back to using link cable today. Just for whatever reason, Ghost Town worked a lot better with virtual desktop, but this game, link cable works perfectly fine. I don't know why that is. I can't explain why some games work better with link cable and others don't, and others better with virtual desktop. Something is better with Steam Link. About the only one that almost never works correctly is AirLink. But anyways, Quantum Threshold is an odd game because you're on a wheelchair, so there is one-handed mode in the options, but I'm playing with two-handed mode, and basically when you use both hands you actually go faster, but if you go with one you go slower. There's also a boost available for both, so there's one boost, there's two boosts. We don't want to go outside quite yet though. So you're on a wheelchair and you have your weapons as well. Now I have certain weapons. This is my favorite one so far, this one right here. And you can see I have some upgrades on it. I think it's fully upgraded. And then you have different weapons. Now this is probably one that I want to upgrade, but you actually have to play with it in order to upgrade it. So we're going to have to use it a little bit more. And you have unlocks here and whatnot. You can see here. Let's see what else we can get on it. But foregrip, that makes sense. I don't know that we actually need the foregrip because I'm already using this. So yeah, I don't know that the foregrip is actually all that great. I think I bought it for no reason. And there's upgrades here. As you can see, you can get more health and health regeneration. Obviously I think that's very important, but that was as much money as we had. And there's a run challenge, so use pistol type weapon to eliminate 55. Oh, that's gonna be easy for me because I use I use pistols. And let's go ahead and let's just play. So this is a rogue-lite arena shooter.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
And you see there is a delay to the reach. This is a button reload. But as you see, it tells you the amount of time needed for the reload. You have to be careful.
I recommend finding a way around it.
Because there's this there. So I don't know if you noticed, but that there's a big ship floating in the air, and so you need to avoid it because that thing will kill you real quick. And you see it's right above us right now, so that's why we got inside the container. And there it goes. Now, there is a boss fight with it if you get far enough, where you actually take down its shield. So right now, there's not a whole lot you can do other than avoid it. Later on, you'll be able to take it down and whatnot. But like I said, this is my favorite weapon because basically this is one weapon that you can do one-handed. So obviously, you need one hand to move, right? And the reload, is not the fastest reload, but it's also a lot faster than other weapons. So that's why I like the pistol. And once you're a little familiar with the map, you can see certain things coming. So in that situation, we know that there's a turret in that direction that you want to avoid. Oh, we're fully healthy. so we don't even need anything. And obviously, this is pretty good, but we don't have any upgrades for it, so I'm going to avoid it. Like I said, I'm actually trying to upgrade this weapon, so I should be using it as much as possible. So you notice the problem with two-handed weapons. So obviously we're going to get our little health pack over here. And like I said, this is a rogue-lite, but the map is pretty much the same. There's different areas you can go to, but obviously the enemies are going to be slightly different. So that's what really changes, the enemies. Although they're pretty similar. I mean, it's not like it's a huge difference. And I'm just going to use my pistol because otherwise those are a lot harder to take down. And I know this map really well that I can tell you there's another one right here. So you got to be careful with it. There we go. I told you. And here's the turbo. We're going to use it. You have limited turbo, as you might be able to tell. So you can't be just spamming using it. You got to be judicious in its use. And
2 snipers detected ahead. You can try to find a way around them or face them head on. Your call.
I actually don't think the snipers are all that difficult. And you can tell the inaccuracy of this weapon, the weapon spread it has. Okay. Alright. Now if an enemy comes real quick, I will obviously then use the pistol instead, because it's easier to reach for and all that. You kind of have to know where the enemy is in order to properly use the pistol. And obviously those gives you money for the upgrades that you'll need later on. So you always want to go for money. There's also some upgrades you can get out in the wild by playing this weird video game. It's actually kind of weird. And you can also do that when you're using two weapons. I don't know if you noticed that, but I reloaded and changed weapons. And like I said, the pistol, that's what I like about the pistol. You can grab it real quick and start shooting versus the assault rifle. And by the way, last resort here. Last resort. Which I need to use the I gotta be careful. What? Why did it do that for? What? Did you see that? It has never done that before. Oh. So we gotta be careful here. Be on the lookout for any... Are we at full health? Yes. We're at full health, so we don't need that. You can distract the snipers. Yes, I know that. But I don't think there's any real... You see that we unlocked a sight, which is good for this weapon. We need a sight for this weapon. And you want to be careful, obviously, because there might be... Your health goes down in this game so quickly. One mistake could lead to half your health or more. Oh, crap. So the good news is that there's lots of health packs lying around, so if we get in trouble, we can get back to full health. Uh-oh. I'm not really a big fan of the assault rifle, if I'm being honest. But I'll always take money because we need those upgrades. Oh crap. I think you're starting to see why I like the handguns better. You know, you can one-hand them, and you really need to one-hand. The problem with them is that they don't do enough damage when it comes to like the boss fights. And see the different weapons here. That's not... Where's the other weapon? Wait a minute. Where's my other weapon? I don't want to lose it. Where is it? Did I lose it already? Oh well. So I think it was fully upgraded, so I don't think it matters. And this weapon is very similar, so. But obviously it's not as good because it's got... I don't know if you can tell, but the magazine is a lot less. And that's really going to cause problems for me. You need at least a fast reloading magazine. I definitely like to take the laser sight off and put an actual foregrip on there. Oh wait a minute. You need to be careful. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. That's probably a bad idea, but I want to level it up anyways, so. So obviously awesome that I could take it down so quickly, but not awesome that I took a little bit of damage. Definitely don't want to miss out. I think we're close to the boss. I think this is actually where the boss fight begins. Yeah. I think so. So let's go in there. So what you want to do is basically get behind cover and try not to take too much damage while doing so. And I think I've already taken too much damage, actually. You know what? I think the best place to go is right here. I think this makes it very difficult for him to actually win. So there we go. That's the boss fight. Which, like I said, it's just a matter of getting behind the right cover. And now it's just a matter of getting all our health back. So I'm going to do that as much as I can. I think that's all the health I can get back, though. Yeah, I think so. So we have to go this direction. We're going to start another chapter. There is a boss fight that I've been to. The other one's a lot more difficult.
By Hate Corporation. There must be something important in here.
Oh, crap. I was not ready for that, and I took a lot of damage. Oh my god, I barely survived. I really need some health right now. That's not health. Is there any health pack back here? No. Oh man, I might be over for me right here. So one thing, it is difficult to get everything lined up correctly because you're using these to move, and you're using your other weapons, your other slots to get the weapons. So. Woo! Oh my god. Oh, I don't know how we survived that one. I thought we were dead for sure. Again, I'm trying to get this weapon leveled up, so I'm not doing as well as I did last time, solely for that reason. Like I said, the handgun is my favorite weapon, and I got it fully upgraded, but you know, you gotta level up the other weapons as well. And I really need a health. I need a health pack so bad right now. Oh!
Congratulations, you are dead. I reversed the time loop, so it should be 6 p.m. again.
Now, it didn't really happen on this run, but one thing I've seen in my prior runs is enemies going through walls or, you know, at least halfway into the walls. And I think that one enemy was like in between several objects. I don't know if what happened. I think it shot at me. I don't know if it looked like maybe like it exploded, but I think it was a sentry that was in between other stuff. So I can't really say for sure if that's a situation where the sentry was clipping through objects, but I've seen it happen before where the enemies actually come through walls or halfway through the door, some stuff like that. So I have seen bugs like that. But other than that, I can say these are my early impressions. I was having fun playing this game. Now I know this game is going to be kind of polarizing, just because you know you're in a wheelchair. So I think that's going to turn off some people, especially how movement is just so different than what we're used to. Because like I said, if you're two-handing a weapon, you're sitting duck. So that's why I prefer the handguns, but they don't do a whole lot of damage. So there's no perfect solution. As you see the different weapons here. I should probably save up for that one, to be honest. But I'm not sure I'm a big fan, because I think with that one you have to be very accurate. Otherwise, this might actually be the best weapon. I think maybe this one you can one-hand. Maybe. You know what? I might try that one. Yeah, you know what? This might be the best weapon. It has 8 damage, which is a lot. Let me see. This one actually does 10 damage, so it's actually less. This one does 15 damage. Maybe that's one does. Wait a minute. That one does 25 damage. But no, that's. Oh, well, you know, I don't really like that one, though. Well, you know, if you put a laser on it, it might not be so bad. You know what? This might actually be the best weapon to try to upgrade. You know, I should probably been using that one all along. And like I said, you get the different weapons over here. Is it this one? No. No, actually, yes it is. Actually, that is the weapon. Okay. The Gok 9. Okay. Okay, sounds like something else. And then obviously you can put upgrades on it. There we go. Oh, you can't put that one in yet. Can't put that one in yet. You can put a laser on it. Great. So I'm going to try to level this one up next. And like I said, might as well keep trying to... No, not that one. This one. Let's see what upgrades we can put on it. If we can. I'm not sure. Okay, not yet. There we go. But obviously that takes away the laser. So, oof. You know, I think you just have to take your chances. Because, unfortunately, the laser... I like the laser, but that's the wrong position for it. Because you want stability. Because there's just too much spread. So I think you got to do it like that. Okay, but is there anything else? No, wait a minute. We actually have to go to it. Okay. It says it is available. Wait, it says it's available. Red dot site. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's available. Okay, all right. Well, we'll take it. All right. So there you go. Those are the upgrades, and obviously, If you can get these upgrades, you're even better. And okay. All right, so those are all the upgrades, and then we just go to another run. And now it says use a rifle, so it's a run challenge. All right, for extra money. We're just going to show a little bit here. I just wanted to show that the run is very similar. You start off in different places, so it's not 100% always the same.
Be on the lookout for environmental hazards and hit corporation activity. That hovercraft is dangerous.
There we go. We got recoil handling. So there's different upgrades, not just for new attachments, but also for improved weapon. We went there last time, so let's go a different route. If we can get a faster reload, that would be awesome as well. So you see what we did? We get into the container to avoid and we're gonna have to get through that real quick. There we go.
It's a hate corporation program. They usually contain contraband software, confiscated funds, and experimental weaponry. Judging by these anomalies, this one should be interesting.
And you can get weapons, but again, the problem is this the same weapon? Yeah, I think so. So we can use it, and we're upgrading the same weapon basically. That's all we have to be careful about, though. I really hate that big sign in front of your face, though. There we go. And obviously there's some health over there. I think the door opens, but I'm not sure. Oh, you gotta press that lever, I think. There we go.
Those things were once human. They've been digitized into pure, unadulterated badass.
Okay, so
data.
there might be a way to open the gates, but let me see. I don't see how, though, from here. So you do have an unfair advantage. All right, so this is going to end my Let's Play early impressions. You saw how it was basically the same.
Slip past while they're distracted.
So there you go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.